Hello, everyone, and don't adjust your sets. I'm not the usual host of this show. I'm Adelia. I'm guest hosting today because Ferris, as you can tell, is on location, not in his usual spot at the crib. But it was moving day at Augusta, and it was moving day, all
what
right.
a what a day we had.
But before we get
Tremendous all
into
around.
the discussion, I would like everybody to please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We are 2 subscribers away from 400. We'd really like to get there on this stream, so please subscribe to the channel. Ryan, I think you've seen a bit more of the golf today than Ferris has. So why don't you start us off with what your takeaway from the day is?
Well, first of all, thank you both very much. I appreciate the opportunity to come on here and talk golf. It's always wonderful, especially this time of year. Like Masters it's such a tradition. It's so good.
The opening of spring, it's quite
Oh,
tremendous to see.
absolutely, Paris. You're 100% correct. What we got today was I don't even know what word to say. Like it was moving day. That's the only word I can use because I don't know if this course, if they decided to make it easier, but these golfers were throwing darts. Like the scoring, I'm curious to see what the scoring from round three is to from round two to round three because I think the scoring actually got easier today. But that's the testament of these golfers that are out there. Like I mean, Cameron Young. Like, what can you say about Cameron Young? He's like he just went out there and just threw darts. Like I know we talked about in our previous show about people have to come to Rory. Rory just has to maintain. Well,
Not
Rory
anymore.
he had a hard time maintaining. That's I think that's first and foremost. Like Rory couldn't hit a fairway if his life depends on it. Like
No.
he's got to fix that driver if he wants any chance of winning tomorrow. Because just from watching everything, I mean, is he his scrambling is very good, but I just don't know how long he can keep this up. Cameron Young is playing phenomenal golf. Like he's just dialed in. But it's not just Cameron Young. Like yes, Cameron Young is tied with Rory right now, but you also have players like
Sam Burns.
Sam Burns. Like all the credit to Sam Burns. I thought that he would be a Saturday fold. He proved me wrong. I'm happy. Like you know what I will
He's
eat.
one. Last time I checked, Ryan, he was one stroke back of the leaders. So he's right in the mix. You know, we had
Yeah,
Shane Lowry,
Yeah.
who's 8 under.
So
He's 4 behind. It's
so
we have a bunch
so
of
not
people.
the round is over. Rory parred the last hole. I missed what
okay.
Sam Burns did, but we've got Cameron Young and Rory McIlroy tied at the top of the leaderboard right
11
now
under.
at
Yeah.
11 under. Sam Burns is 1 stroke behind at 10 under. Shane Lowry 1 stroke behind them at 9 under. Then we have Jason Day and Justin Rose tied for 5th at 8 under.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Well, Shane Lowry. You know what? Shot of the day, shot of the tournament, probably shot of the year. Hole in one.
Absolutely, man.
Hole in one.
Hole in one.
Like it was just such a perfect shot. Like it couldn't have. Again, a hole in one is a hole. I've golfed. I'm 49 years old. I've golfed since I was 13. I've never had a hole in one. I just couldn't imagine what it's like to have a hole in one in the Masters. But Shane Lowry's now done it twice. Like, come on, share the wealth.
Yeah.
Come on now, Shane Lowry, share the wealth. But you know what? It, and a hole in one that does wonders for people's egos and confidence. And
Momentum.
I guess it's momentum. But you also mentioned it like in our show last night, Ferris. What about Shane Lowry? I wouldn't have given him a chance, but I mean, after this round, I mean,
He's two back of the leaders, one back at
it's
second place. He's in the
unbelievable.
mix. We were talking. We were talking in our Discord, guys. If you want to join our Discord, Discord's free. The link is in the description below. We were watching the Masters in the voice chat while we were talking. You know, last night we were talking. It was gonna be like a 2-3 horse race, but after the third day, after moving day, it's gone up to like we have 6-7 people that there's a shot on the final day that they could win it. You know, Scotty Scheffler is right there at 7 under. Justin
That's the
Rose, Jason, yeah,
that that's the one
Justin
person
Rose,
that
Jason Day. Mm-hmm.
that's one person
Exactly, man.
we have overlooked,
Yeah,
and we and
Scotty
I
Scheffler.
mean I don't understand why we're not talking. Like we should be talking about him, but the first 2 days, Scotty Scheffler was nowhere to be found. Comes
Hmm.
out, shoots a 65, puts himself right in like if there's one golfer who can put himself in a situation where okay, I'm going to shoot. I'll just shoot a 65 on Saturday, and you know what? Maybe I'll even shoot a 65 or 66 on Sunday to win the tournament. There's only one who could do that, and that's Scotty Scheffler.
Hmm.
So
Also,
I mean, it's wild.
yeah, because last night we were talking, Ryan. You asked me what do these golfers need to hit to stay in the running. I was like, they need to hit a 66.
Hmm.
And what did Cam Young and Scotty Scheffler? They had 65s, and
Yeah.
Cam Young now is at the top of the leader. Rory, I think we were talking about it when we were doing our little watch along of round three. He probably got a little too complacent, got a little too easy. But I also pointed out yesterday, last year's Masters, he had a lead going into the final day, and he had to win on playoffs. So like Rory wasn't like like unstoppable or like
No.
impregnable. He had there's some types of chink in the armor. He mentally may not be there. The monkey's off his
Oh,
back,
that's
but
not
there's a
mental.
sense.
That's not mental.
Yeah, it's definitely physical because Adelia gave me a stat yesterday that blew my mind where he was 90th out of 91 in fairway accuracy. The
That
91st guy missed the cut. But the 90th guy was Rory. He had a 6-stroke lead, and I think it's catching up to him. He wasn't hitting fairways once again. He had a lot of,
that's the
and but
big
the thing
point.
is, yeah, but because yesterday when he would recover tremendously. He would get onto the greens. He hit the greens at a higher percentage than the average, but this time around he wasn't. Last night when he got to the back half of the nine, he had, I believe it was 6 birdies out of 9 on the back nine, but this time around it wasn't like that. His recoveries weren't as majestic like like round two. So now he needs to you know get his bearings back, get on the course, fix some things because if he doesn't, I think we may be having a new Masters champion. I thought I was going to be wire to wire. I was completely wrong, but because now it's a toss up. It's 4 to 5 people, 6 people that you can say that they may win this
Hmm.
green jacket. So but which is great for us because now tomorrow you don't know what's
No,
gonna happen.
no,
You don't know,
no.
and I'm
Uh,
excited.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Adelia, what do you think?
I saw someone on Twitter last night as well say that either Rory was going to annihilate the souls of everyone else in this field by destroying them, or he was going to regain all of that Masters trauma that he got rid of last year by winning the Masters. And I don't know that I'd say he's regained all of that trauma, but to see your 6 stroke lead completely disappear cannot be something that sits very well with him. It will be interesting to me, very interesting to me, on our watch along, which we will be doing here on the channel at noon Pacific tomorrow, of the Masters final round. It will be very interesting to me to see how Rory responds to the difficulties of today.
No,
Because,
Watch him.
that's fair.
yeah, like Cam Young and Scotty Scheffler, they had a difficult beginning to this tournament, but then
Hmm.
have turned it around. Rory's got to turn it around for the final round, and that can't be very easy.
No, but the one thing Rory afforded himself was a round like this
Yes.
because he played so well the first 2 rounds,
Mm-hmm.
he afforded himself. I might shoot even, I might shoot 1 under, but I'm still going to be right in the thick of things, if not leading. So, I mean, yes, we all thought like the way that Rory was hitting the ball, like there's no way nobody can do anything. But this is golf. You're going to have rounds where you just don't feel it, you don't have it. And this is one of those rounds where Rory just couldn't hit a fairway if his life depended on it. He missed a few putts, like 6 feet for par.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously that was something we talked about in our previous episodes. Like those are key. He made some too, though, mind you, but he missed some. But what Rory did is he afforded himself to have a subpar or a non-stellar round and still
Also,
be in the
too,
mix.
exactly.
So,
That's the thing, Ryan. Yeah, that's the thing, Ryan. Right? Some golfers, when they have a bad round, they fall out of the pack. They go from top to like non-existent. He had a bad round, but he's still leading. He's still leading into the final round. So that's pretty good. Like I always go to like our watch along when we watched Ludwig Oberg at the Players Championship, where he was up 3 or 4 strokes entering the final round, and in the first 9, he was out of it. He was done. He was done. You know, he had no shot of winning it because Cam Young and I don't know who the other guy was. They took over and just kept going forward.
mm-hmm.
Rory's still in the mix. So,
well, that's because Rory afforded himself to have a round like this because he played so well the first 2 rounds.
Exactly.
Like,
so
that's
what great golfers do.
Played well,
that's what great golfers do. Yeah, that's what great golfers do. Even when they have bad rounds, they're still there. You know, they're still there. Because also too, like I think people have glossed over the fact last year because he won the Masters. Have glossed over the fact that he was leading entering the final round, but he had to win it in a playoff against Justin Rose.
Well, he's going to have to do the same this year.
Exactly.
I believe as well.
So exactly. So I think you know, seeing the wire to wire got us all excited, but golf is unforgiving. Like I think Adelia said, brought up tennis earlier. We talk about it on the rally all the time. That tennis is the actual embodiment of the cliche. It's 90% mental, 10% physical. That in golf are the embodiments of that cliche. And it's a cliche.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's a cliche because it's true. This is all mental, this is all physical, but like the 10% physical is getting him because he's not hitting fairways properly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but also too he needs to get his mental right because what's going on in his mind now? Like, oh my God, I lost my 6-stroke lead. I'm tied going into the 4th round. How do I fix this? Could he overthink in round 4? So we'll see.
I also think too, like we could sit here and talk about Rory all we want about his misses, his not hitting the fairway, and that we have to give credit to these players, other players that have all of a sudden, you know what, like Cameron Young, these players, they played phenomenal golf today.
So let's talk about some of those players, Ryan.
Okay.
We had Scotty Scheffler, I think, was probably the biggest mover of the day. He moved up 17 spots. But we also had 2 guys now tied for 9th, Patrick Cantlay and Russell Henley, each shot 6 under to make it up to tie for 9th. Patrick Reed had a pretty hot start to this round. He birdied the first 3 holes. And
cooled off a bit.
Cooled off and is tied with them tied for 9th. Sam Burns, you mentioned him earlier. He had a really good day.
Wow, I'm like, you know what? I'm absolutely like I'm eating my words from yesterday. I didn't think Sam Burns was going to be able to hang on the weekend, but what he did today, he showed me that he absolutely can be there in the end. Like his like just him off the tee hitting that fade, like just steady fairway all the time. Like he showed me a lot today, and you know what? I said last night, that I don't think Sam Burns was going to be a part of the mix. He is 100% part of this mix now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sam Burns 1 shot behind the leaders in third place after a 4-under day today. Jason Day up there, tied with Justin Rose for 5th at 8-under. Ferris, tell me a little bit about Jason Day and your thoughts on his day today.
He was maintaining, right. He's doing what he did in the first 2 rounds. He's maintaining. He's staying within earshot of the leaders. I don't think he's gonna win, but he's gonna put some pressure. But I also because Jason Day, what did he win a Masters? I think he's a major champion.
Yes,
he's a major champion.
He hasn't won the Masters, but he's a major champion. Masters.
So he is a major champion. He's looking for his first green jacket. So he may try to go out there and win instead of maintain. He wants to go out and win. Justin Rose, always a bridesmaid, never a bride, because he's always second. He's had a multiple second place finishes at the Masters. He has the second most second place finishes without a victory. He's been second 3 times. There's been moments where he's led at the Masters and he's fallen off. He's tied for 22nd. So could he change the thing? Because here's the thing too, right? This isn't the we saw how him and Tommy Fleetwood dominated the Ryder Cup, right? And how that competition operates. But now we're back on tour, and these are different type of events. These are one-on-ones. This is you against the field. I don't think they're gonna push anybody. I don't think you should be scared of them, because I think it's gonna be Cam Young, Scotty Scheffler. He's like that villain. You thought you got rid of him, but then he pops up. He's the T-1000 in Terminator 2, just keeps popping up everywhere. And that's what Scotty Scheffler is. But the thing is,
well, yeah, okay.
We've been completely wrong. I've been completely wrong about this entire thing. Ryan literally admitted he's eating his words about Sam Burns. I thought Rory was gonna maintain his wire-to-wire finish. What if Jason Day wins? I don't know. I'll be happy. Or Justin Rose.
Yeah, but,
but here's the thing is, I'm rooting for Shane Lowry. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm rooting for Shane Lowry. I want him to win so badly, because Shane Lowry, he's like, when I would watch Full Swing, they highlighted him, and pretty much he's trying to get rid of the stigma of, oh, he's Rory's friend. That's what people see him as. That's what Full Swing tried to highlight, that he's more than Rory's friend, because he is.
Mm-hmm. Shane Lowry is a major champion.
Exactly.
He won the Open. He's a major champion. And yes, I understand what you're saying. The stigma is that he's just Rory's buddy because they're both Irish. And
he is his buddy. No, he is his buddy. They're like actual.
Of course, yes.
I want him. Yeah,
absolutely.
So I'm rooting for him. So I'm rooting for Shane Lowry out of everybody, to be quite honest with you. I want Shane Lowry to win.
I think the guy you have to watch. Okay, so you're saying Shane Lowry is your guy to watch out for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you have him?
Only 2 shots back and fourth.
Okay. Do you have him? Okay, so we will say who we're looking out for and who we think are going to win.
Yeah.
The guy I'm looking out for is the number 1 golfer in the world. Scotty Scheffler is. I mean, if nobody noticed today what he did and they're at the top of the leaderboard, I think they need to give their head a shake, because he's coming. And I would have never have guessed it after his first 2 rounds. I never would have guessed it. I thought his game was off, but he came out today and he just showed us and proved to us why he's the number 1 golfer in the world. He said, Augusta, you can give me whatever you want. I'm throwing darts. Yes. Did he have a couple of hiccups? Absolutely. Everybody does. But he basically said, this is why I'm the number 1 golfer in the world. And you haven't seen nothing yet until tomorrow. In my opinion, I think Scotty Scheffler is the golfer to look out for. I still think, I'm going to end on that. I'll let Adelia talk about hers, and then we can talk about who we think's going to win.
I have no idea.
Perfect.
I mean, I just have no idea.
No,
Like,
that's fine.
there was a pretty clear, like, thought that I had before this round where it was going to be Rory and maybe somebody got a little closer to him. But then today happened, and now I have no clue.
So who do you think is going to? Okay, so who do you think is going to win the tournament, in your opinion? Did you have anybody? Okay.
I don't have anybody anymore.
Okay.
Like I said, it'll be interesting to see how Rory bounces back from today. It'll be interesting to see how any of these guys do tomorrow, and it will be very interesting to me to see if the course plays any differently today. Because you were talking about this earlier.
I was
this
shocked.
did not seem like a Masters third round.
I
type
was
course.
absolutely shocked with the scoring on the third round of a Masters.
Multiple 65s, man. That blew my mind.
I thought the first couple rounds, okay, you know what? They were like watering it, they were doing whatever. Myself personally, I couldn't believe on a Saturday of a major just how receptive the greens were. Just how, like, you miss a drive and it's not in that bad of shape. Like, and I'm not saying like Augusta, like, don't get me wrong, like, Augusta is the number one course by far. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Myself personally, I can't believe that it wasn't set up. It didn't seem like it was set up hard for the golfers.
Yeah. By my count, real quick here, there was only 12 rounds over par today. Everybody else was even or under.
That's like a third round of the Masters, and you got people like, and I'm not saying that you're not going to get somebody who will go out there and shoot a 65 or 66, because you're going to get that. These players are too good.
Terrell Hatton did it yesterday.
Yeah, but Thursday, Friday setups, I don't, they are what they are. To me, I just, like, I don't know what Augusta is doing with the setup. I don't know what they're doing to make this course. I'm going to say, like, these golfers are actually laughing at this course right now. They're laughing at it.
I remember
they're shooting 65s, 66s, 67s at will. Like Rory McIlroy played a terrible round of golf. He couldn't hit a fairway if life depended on it. And he's a great golfer. Like, he's number 2 in the world for a reason, and I get that. But you shouldn't be only, one over par if you miss every fairway in your round. You shouldn't be one over. They have to make it harder.
Yeah, of the 54 golfers that are still playing, there were 19 rounds that were even par or worse. Everybody else was under par.
Okay. So more than half the field were under par.
Yeah.
I remember growing up, it was the US Open one year. And I was watching it, and all I saw was plus. Everybody was over. Everybody was over. And I think the person who won the US Open won it at +1.
Yep.
And I think it was when they were at Pebble Beach one year, or was it somewhere? They weren't.
I think Dustin Johnson was in there. There was a couple golfers that were in that.
I was in, like, I think early freshman year, or so, like, it was. I was in high school, and I just kept saying, like, I thought these guys were professional golfers. Why are they over? They suck. But no, they don't.
But what I hated about that is everybody was bitching, like, oh, the course is too hard. Course is too hard.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You're professional golfers.
Yeah.
Keep it in the fairway. Put it on the green. Then it's not a hard game. And I get it. Stuff happens. A bad swing, this and that. But you should have to pay for that sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't be rewarded with a lie that's in trampled grass that's just like on the fairway, so you can pick it clean. No.
Honestly, man, a man who's 90 out of 91 in fairway accuracy should not have been up by 6 strokes after 2 rounds.
No, but again, that just shows how good of a scrambling job he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
But in the same token, like even today, like watching it, I mean, there's like it because he built up such a lead. Like you had players that shot 65, 66, 67, which is
Mm-hmm.
great. Got him
There's
close
still
to Rory, and
yeah,
and
there's still
and
three
and
strokes and 4 strokes back. Yeah.
and a couple of people who are now within that are tied or within one or two. And we mentioned it last night. Where would you have to be going into the fourth round to have a chance against Rory? And we said
Mm-hmm.
probably you'd have to be within around two, 3 strokes.
Yep.
Moving day took us from, I believe it was 0 now to what, 7 or 8
Mm-hmm.
that are right there. So
Yep.
I mean, Rory did what he had to do. He maintained to stay in the final group.
Yes.
That's the best case scenario for Rory after this round, is that he's still in the final group. So he still controls his own destiny.
Yes.
So
Him and Cam Young,
within
Sam
2
Burns.
strokes of the lead is 4th place. 3 strokes
Mhm.
of the lead, you're tied for 5th. 6 strokes of the lead, or no, 4 strokes of the lead, you're
Mhm.
tied for 7th.
So
Mm-hmm.
Scotty Scheffler's what, 8 under or 7?
7 under.
He's 7. He's 7 under.
So he's 4 behind.
He's 4 behind, tied for 7th.
Okay.
He'll be in the 4th pairing with
Okay.
So the pairings tomorrow look like they'll be Cameron Young and Rory,
Yep.
Sam Burns and Shane Lowry,
Mhm.
Jason Day and Justin Rose, and Scotty Scheffler and Hao Tong Lee.
Yeah.
Oh.
He had a
round
great
today
day.
as well.
He had a good round. Yeah.
Well, he did, but if you've seen a couple of his shots there, like he sculled one right in the water. Like it was worse than me as an amateur. Like he sculled one in the water. Like there were like right from the fairway. It's like, okay, what just happened? Even the announcers are like, what did we just see here? Like
Mhm.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I think out of all that group, like I mean, to me, Scotty Scheffler is the one that you have to watch out for.
Yeah.
He found something today. He found something, and it's just going to carry over to tomorrow.
They always used to say Scotty doesn't know, but Scotty does know.
Oh, he's like a shark in water. Like he'll smell blood,
Yeah.
and but again, if the course doesn't get any harder and it plays just the same, it's going to be so hard to catch because these players ahead of him are still going to shoot 3-4 under par if the course plays
Yeah.
as easy.
Yep.
Like that's the hard part with a course that's, and I can't believe I'm saying this. This Augusta course is easy. Like it's, I feel terrible saying it, but I don't know what they can do to make it harder. If they can, weather's going to be perfect. I mean, I don't know. Like if it's just, it's not like, it's not running fast because they're throwing darts at these pins. They're throwing darts at the pins. Like now, maybe the pin placements tomorrow will be a little bit different, and it might be a little bit harder. But I don't know. I think, like to me, Augusta has played easy this year.
If the courses go the same way as we're thinking them, if they do, Cam Young may win Augusta because he's been pretty good.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cam Young wins. I wouldn't be surprised if Rory wins. I wouldn't be surprised like if Scotty comes back to win. I wouldn't be surprised. Those are the three I don't think I'd be surprised with.
Absolutely not.
But yeah, like again, going into tomorrow, it's going to be
exciting. It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be low scoring again, which I absolutely detest because I love watching players just sweat it out. And like realistically today, did you see a player really like sweat it out? Like not even like Rory for where he was. He never really sweated it out.
Yeah, for a bit he was, and then he kind of settled down. But I think he's kind of blowing a big sigh of relief where he's like, oh, I don't think I had a good day, but I'm still leading.
But
So I
that's what
think
I
that's
said.
gonna give him, yeah,
Yes,
no,
yeah, but that's what I was saying. Like
yeah,
he afforded himself a kind of bad down round because he had a 6-stroke lead, so he could
yeah,
afford a round like that. Tomorrow, oh gosh, no, he can't afford a round like this, and he
no,
knows that.
No.
no.
All right. Thank you, everyone who has tuned in. Appreciate you all for
Yes, thank
watching.
you.
If you are here and you are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe, please. We are 2 subscribers away from hitting the 400 mark here on the channel. We'd really love to get there very, very soon. We set small goals here on the channel. We want to hit 400, then we hit 450 and 500 and just keep growing like that. We're doing a watch along tomorrow of the
Oh,
final round of the Masters. We're not starting when it starts because
yeah.
it'd be ridiculous. But we're starting at noon Pacific, and we're gonna watch till a champion is crowned. And would appreciate it if you all tune in and join us for that. Got anything else you want to talk about today, guys? Or
I remember one year, the year Rory won, which was last year.
Uh,
I had
last
a
year,
yeah,
Ferris?
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I remember yesteryear. I mean, last
yeah,
year.
yesterday.
Come on.
Um, I had to wake up at 5 a.m. for like a shift. So I was
Mm-hmm.
working a shift, and then I realized like, oh, the Masters are on. So I like watched the Masters from like the beginning to like the end. I was like, wow, this is what waking up at 7 o'clock to watch the Masters feel like. Listening to Jim Nance. This seems amazing.
Hey, you
It
can't
was
go
pretty
wrong
nice.
with that.
Yeah, but I can't do the 7 a.m. I can't do that.
No,
You can do that.
no. We
Yeah.
you will. I won't say never, but you will very likely never see us streaming that early in the morning on
Yeah.
this channel.
All
Ryan, you
right.
got anything else you want to talk about?
No, again, like this was one of the probably greatest moving days I've ever seen when it just comes to the sheer players that have
Yeah.
escalated themselves into the championship picture. I mean, it was Rory's to have, and we talked about it last night. What if Rory shoots a 75? He didn't shoot a 75, but it sure felt like he shot a 75.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Is Rory going wire to wire? I think now it's, can Rory hang on?
Yeah.
Is the title now, like, because I just don't like, unless he can figure out how to keep his drives in the fairway. I think Rory's going to be in for a world of trouble tomorrow with the players that have been playing, and they're
Sorry.
playing at a high level. No, that's fine. And like I said, watch out for Scotty Scheffler. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Before we end, I wanted to get your dark horse pick remaining in the field. So not your person you're looking out for, who you think will make a move, not the person you think's gonna win, but who's the dark horse right now to make a run tomorrow and maybe steal a green jacket from somebody?
Shane Lowry.
That's not right, Ferris. He's like
What?
literally
Yeah.
4th. That's not a dark horse
Oh,
pick.
okay. All right. I need to see the board. Who's around the 10th area?
No, I gotta.
Okay,
I,
so
I'm gonna say Wyndham Clark.
Wyndham Clark. Okay, he is currently 4 under, tied for 15th.
I'm gonna say Wyndham Clark is my dark horse.
Okay,
Who,
Ferris.
who's the 5 under? Who's around 5 under?
The 5 under guys are Colin Morikawa, Jake Knapp, and Ben Griffin.
Nah, man.
Oh, come on. You were high on Ben Griffin yesterday. Ben Griffin shot a 65, and it was great.
He did. Ben Griffin did. I got Ben Griffin, and so it was Harris English that got actually axed from the Ryder Cup due to the injury to Victor Hovland.
Yes,
Okay.
it was Harris English, yes.
Yeah.
We got Xander Schauffele at 4 under, Brooks Koepka at 4 under, Terrell Hatton at 4 under, Tommy Fleetwood is 4 under.
Oh, there's lots of dark horses there.
Yeah,
Ludwig Oberg is only 3 under.
I don't
He
know, man.
moved up a little today.
I just don't think any of those guys
But
have it.
this
I just
is
don't. I don't.
but this is why they're
That's
dark
that's
horses.
why they're dark horses, Ferris. Like, who out of the names that I've listed, who is a guy that could make a run? Not
I'm
will,
a,
but could.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Terrell Hatton. I'm gonna go with him.
Okay. Yeah,
I
it's not
think
it's just
I
it's not somebody you think you're gonna win, but
Yeah.
somebody yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
think I'm
What's the
gonna
deal
go
you
with
have?
Patrick Cantlay.
Oh, that's a good pick. Yeah, that's a good pick. Good
He
pick.
had a good
Yeah.
round today.
Yeah.
He had
As
a
long
horrible first round, but he's got now back-to-back 67 and 66. If he has a good round
Wow.
tomorrow and the others struggle, who knows?
A-
So
As long as he keeps his hat on, he'll be okay, Patrick Cantley.
okay.
Oh, sorry,
Thanks
that was a
She
Ryder
didn't
Cup.
get. Yeah. No.
That
Yeah.
was
She
a
didn't. She didn't. Yeah.
okay.
I don't watch golf that often.
Oh, okay. That was a
Mhm.
that was a Ryder Cup slight. So
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for joining me here today, guys, on your own show. I'm the guest
Thank you.
here, but
thank you so very
Yes.
much for having us, Adelia.
Thank
We
you for having us,
appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
if you're just joining us again, please subscribe to the channel. We're 2 subscribers away from 400. We'd like to get there either today or tomorrow during our watch along of the final round of the Masters starting at noon Pacific. Leave us a comment with who you think your dark horse pick is out of the field and who you think will actually be the Masters champion come the end of the round tomorrow.
And,
Ferris, where can
and
people find you?
oh, sorry.
You guys, you can find me here, guys, on Good Friends Better Rivals. Usually every Friday, 5 o'clock Pacific. Me and Caleb, we do the eponymous show, Good Friends Better Rivals. In 2 weeks, on I believe two is it Thursday? We're gonna be doing a watch along of the first round of the NFL draft. So be on the lookout for that. Usually I'm also on our sister channel, the post credits. Thursdays, Fridays, 3 o'clock Pacific as the Rewatchers Council. Buffy on Thursday, Angel on Friday, and sometimes I may show up on our other Rewatchers show. That's every other Thursday, the MCU Rewatch. I believe this episode is the first episode of WandaVision, correct, Adelia?
First 2 episodes of WandaVision this
Yeah.
Thursday, 5:30 Pacific on the post credits. You can get there by going to thepostcredits.com.
Yes.
Ryan, I know what you were going to say, and I remembered it just as you were about to do it. When you are leaving your comments on this video, please also tell us what your master's dinner would be.
Mm-hmm.
We
Don't-
will be revealing ours if I come up with one. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to. On the watch along tomorrow, so tune in for that as well. Ryan, where
Yeah.
can people find you?
Oh, yeah. When it comes to the meal, I'd love to see what everybody has to put in their meal because it's going to be
Mhm.
phenomenal. So please comment, if you're watching or whatever, because I'd love to go through everybody's meal. But
Yeah.
you could find me again here on the channel, Good Friends Better Rivals. I have a show with my buddy Snark. It's Playoff Beards now.
Playoff Beards.
Okay, Playoff Beards. So it's NHL watch or watch. We talk about NHL.
Playoff preview.
Yep, playoff preview and stuff like that. And so we're gonna do that on next Friday, I believe, April 17th.
April
Yep.
17th,
Yeah, and that'll be at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific.
5 Pacific.
Yep. And so come join us for some wonderful hockey talk with me and my buddy Snark. And then we also do the newest sports show to this channel. It's where we do a Major League Baseball podcast. It's called 90 Feet. We're myself, Ferris down below, and a good buddy of ours, Shug. We talk Major League Baseball from a Blue Jay fan that I am, from a New York Yankee fan like Ferris is, to an LA Dodger fan, if you could believe it, like Shug is. yeah, thumbs down. But we talk everything Major League Baseball. We talk about our 3 teams. That's kind of the premise of the show. But we will dive into what other things going on in Major League Baseball, and we are actually going to do that right after the watch along tomorrow. So
3-ish. So 3-ish. Be on the lookout.
There's an ish when it comes to the timing,
Ish,
depending
yeah.
on
Yeah.
yes, depending on when the final round of the Masters is completed. It'll be a set time after that. It'll be very quick after that. We're gonna roll right into it. So
I set
like
the
Ferris,
stream for 3:15 Pacific.
that's perfect.
Can be moved around.
That could yeah. But it's like Ferris said last night, like going into Good Friend Better Rivals. Grab a snack, grab some popcorn, a drink, take a bathroom break if you need to, but don't leave the channel because we will be back on doing our 90 feet podcast. And you know what? Hope to see everybody there. And you know what? Again, thank you both very much for having me on, and let's have some fun tomorrow.
Yeah, shout out to the person who subscribed to the channel during this episode. We are now 1 away from hitting the 400 mark. We're gonna get there. Hopefully today, maybe tomorrow. But if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. If you'd like to help us keep the lights on around here, we have a Patreon and a Ko-Fi page. Those are the links to those in the description of this episode. And yeah, you can find me back here tomorrow on the watch along. So for everybody here on the show, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow.